Welcome to Tokyosaurus. So what's up in Japan? Alright, so we're well into the fall anime season of 2017. And so I guess it's a good time to see which one of all the series are holding up to its hype, and which ones are not doing so well. NTT Docomo in Japan has released its latest polls showing us the list of shows that voters have been watching this season, revealing the top watched shows, including sequels and pretty much everything that's going on right now. But for our sake, let's just go through the top 5 so you can see what else to check out for the season if you're not already watching them, and also to see if your tastes align with the rest of the Japanese community. So let's get started right away with number 5. At number 5 we have Blend S, which is basically about a maid cafe with each one of the girls embodying a specific anime archetype, like tsundere, imoto, sadistic, and more. Usually in these type of shows, we usually get a bunch of cute anime girls doing cute anime girl things. Not saying we don't get any of that here, we do, but the twist makes it very interesting. Because even though each one of the character is supposedly an archetype when they're working at the cafe, their real personalities are nothing even remotely close to their act, which makes for really good comedy and tons of memes. At number 4 we have the second season of Kekai Sensen, or Blood Blockade Battlefront. From the writer of the classic Trigun, Kekai Sensen is about a young photographer named Leonardo Watch who obtains an all-seeing eyes of the gods, but at the cost of his sister's eyesight. After the incident, Leonardo moves to another city called Hellsalem's Lot, which is where a portal to the beyond appeared a while back, and out came monsters, magic, and lots of paranormal activities. He ends up joining a crime-fighting organization called Libra to fight off monsters and terrorists. That's how the story starts, and it sounds kind of cliche, but it's one of those shows that really shines once you give it a few more episodes. The second season was hyped quite a bit, but it's looking like it's definitely living up to it. At number 3 we have Heimero Chan's second season. The series follows Yumaru Doma, who is a high school girl that lives with her older brother. At school, Yumaru is an ideal student with good looks, good grades, and lots of talent. However, once she gets home, she literally turns into another person. At home, she's lazy, eats junk food, spends her time lazing around, playing video games, and constantly depends on her older brother to do everything. And of course, when she is indoors, she reverts to her chibi form, while also wearing a hamster hoodie. If you're looking for something lighthearted and easy to watch, this one would be the one I would recommend checking out from this list. At number 2, we have Hozuki no Reitetsu's second season. Quite a lot of second seasons we have up on this list, but I promise you, this is the last one on the list. Hozuki no Reitetsu is ranked one of the best comedies in Japan. But this series is one of those series that would do super well in Japan and nobody would get why in the West. The comedy is very Japanese and they use a lot of Japanese references which can make it sometimes quite hard to understand if you're not native in the language. The plot is basically about a demon ogre named Hozuki who works under King Enma, who is the king and head judge of Hell. Hozuki himself is a super serious type of dude and he kind of just runs things the way he wants with his super sadistic ways. Anyways, on to the number 1 top dog of the season, and that is Mahosukai no Yome, or otherwise known as The Ancient Magus Bride. This is the show to watch this season if you only have time for one series. The Ancient Magus Bride starts off a little cliche with a weak troubled girl rescued by a strongman sorcerer, whose actions are borderline creepy if you ask me. But once you let that get past you, you'll get swallowed up by its world of magic and fantasy that almost gives you Ghibli vibes. The narrative is complex, characters are not one-dimensional, and the animation is just superb. Again, this is one of those shows that you can just recommend to almost anyone, and they will most likely enjoy it immensely, which is why it's at the top of the list for the most watched anime of the season so far. Anyway, that is the list. Blend S at number 5, Blood Blockade Battlefront second season at number 4, Heimero Chan's second season at number 3, Hozuki's second season at number 2, and finally, The Ancient Magus Bride at number 1. So there you have it. Anything from this season that you thought should be on this list instead of whatever's here? I left the link down below if you want to know what else is on the Docomo list after the top 5. But does this list match what you're watching from this season? As usual, let me know down in the comments below. Don't forget to drop a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to be updated with the latest that's going on in Japan, and I'll see you guys in the next one.